What's good people? My name is Matlala Mujahomo. Today I will be talking about the impact of Fees Must Fall movement. Social movement happens when two or more people come together to fight for a change. The Fees Must Fall movement, it is a great example of social movement that happened in South Africa. The movement started in 2015 at Wits University when students protested against a planned school fees increase. The protest later spread across the country, leading to big changes. The essay will look at how the Fees Must Fall documentary shows the movement's effect on education, workers' rights, racism, and society. It will also explain how the movement led to new policies about hiring of university workers. The Fees Must Fall documentary tells the story of students protesting at Wits University, which later spread to the other schools. The main issue was that many students could not afford raising tuition fees, but the movement also fought against unfair treatment of workers and racism in universities. Langa 2017. The documentary shows how Fees Must Fall was part of a long history of student activism worldwide. It compares it to similar protests in France in 1968 and the UK in 2010. It also shows how students used social media, protest, and teamwork to push for change. Daily Maverick 2020. Digital media played a crucial role in mobilizing and sustaining the movement, as demonstrated in the case of University of Vrystaat, Lucia Louda Mogame 2017. From a group dynamics perspective, FOSEI 2014 classifies social movement as collective groups that form around a shared purpose. Fees Must Fall movement was both a collective and category group, as students and workers identified with each other's struggles while also forming a distinct activist identity. Collective groups are defined as those that form due to a shared global or mission, while category groups consist of individuals who share similar characteristics but do not necessarily interact closely. Stein and Lewis 1998. In this case, students and workers initially identified as separate category groups but later united to form a collective group with common objective. The movement became very strong, with people using slogans like #Fees Must Fall and peaceful protest to fight for their cause. Fees Must Fall documentary 2023. Social facilitation played a crucial role as individuals performed better in collective settings, with students and workers gaining confidence and momentum from being part of a large, motivated group. FOSEI 2014. Student leaders like Nompendule, Mnebo, Vuyani, and Shaira inspired others to join through speeches and activism. Their leadership was largely democratic, allowing for participation from different voices within the movement, ensuring that students and workers had a say in decision making. Cunningham 2016. Even though the police used tear gas, arrest, and other methods to try to stop them, they didn't stop. They found a negotiating power. The students and workers pushed university leaders and the government into meetings, which led to important policy changes. Habib 2019. According to Cash 2012, obedience to authority can often lead to conflict in movements like this, as individuals must choose whether to follow orders such as police directives or resist unjust authority structures. The documentary shows how students and workers stood together to fight against those in power. Fees Must Fall documentary 2023. Dominance behavior was evident in interaction between the government and protesters, where force was used to assert control while students resisted through persistent activism. The dominance behavior we saw it when Vuyani told Kwede Mantashe to sit down. That's when we saw the dominance behavior. The movement was strong because students and workers worked together. The documentary highlights the biggest student gathering ever held at Wits, providing the movement's size and influence. However, there were disagreements about how to move forward. Some students wanted to keep protesting, while others wanted education and to negotiate because exams were around the corner. These differences led to problems within the movement. Group cohesion played a significant role in maintaining momentum, as Stein and Uys 1998 explained that shared goals and independency strengthens a group's effectiveness. However, challenges such as internal disputes and leadership conflicts sometimes weaken the unit. The Fees Must Fall movement had a great support from different groups such as workers, professors, the public. They supported the movement. The workers, their fight for better pay and working conditions became part of movement's goal. The professors and the public, some of the university staffs, community members stood with the student in the fight for fees must fall, in the fight for the decrease of fees. One big victory was that the university workers were now directly hired instead of being hired outside by companies, which gave them better pay and job security. Cunningham 2016 emphasizes that groups gain strength when they align with large organizations or influential allies. This was evident in how students, workers, and professors combined forces to achieve their goals. In conclusion, the Fees Must Fall movement was an important movement in South African history. It showed how people can work together, make real changes. The protest stopped the planned tuition increase and also helped improve conditions for workers and fight racial inequality. The removal of the Cecilia Royd status was an important symbol of change. Even though there were violent clashes with police and fire at the union buildings, the movement led to big policy changes that improved the life of many students and workers. The documentary helps us understand how young people can influence government institutions through activism. Fees Must Fall documentary 2023. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to this juicy essay. Peace out.